has forced me to create these 3 videos in response, and you can guarantee that he will try to rip to shreds literally every minute of these 3 videos.
On November 19th, 2023, Robin broke his silence in the most unexpected way possible. In an attempt to provide context, disprove the trolls, and prove I'm a man-child, Robin has almost fully exposed the long-lost mystery, his personal cannibalism roleplay Discord server. Hitokujinshu Town, what Robin thinks is Japanese for Cannibal Town, was Robin's personal stomping ground, in which he roleplayed as the mayor of a town full of cannibals who did horrific things to each other via text. Join me as I combine Robin's own words with the scarce public information we had prior to his videos to provide a look into one of the most twisted and disgusting chapters of his personal history. As this is his story, he'll take the lead for the most part, but I'll be here to fact check it along the way.
For a long time, people such as the Scout Trooper have accused me of having a cannibalism fetish roleplay Discord server. I am not responsible for creating a cannibalism roleplay Discord server. I might be or I might not. I am no longer saying I am not, the guy people are accusing me of, because it is tiresome. I am just fucking tired. Therefore, as to save time of me saying that such a person may or may not be me, or just saying flat out it is not me, because I know that no one will listen, I can guarantee that nobody is actually listening if I say it is not me. Therefore, I'm referring to this person as the mayor, because that is the name, that is the role of this person in this little server that's on Discord.
Notice just how quickly Robin shields himself with several layers of delusion here. He goes from finally dropping the charade that he's not the same Robin who ran Hyperlord, to calling himself a different name, to separating himself entirely as a different person, all in less than a minute. Robin will refer to himself in third person for the rest of this video.
Also, this Discord server, it's no longer a thing. It's been discontinued. It is no longer continued. So a bit of context. Years ago, the mayor has a cannibalism fetish roleplay Discord server. Though it became a tiny bit popular, but mostly empty. There was not much happening, just not much occurred. However, a god-tier amount of controversy then spawned. People accused me of being the one responsible for having created it, because they accused me of being this other person by the name of Robin, and therefore by extension I'm the Robin that created the server, or at least by an extension. Saying I am not the guy people are accusing me of. It was a long time ago, some years before the coronavirus even began. I am just explaining using the information I have gathered, so not automatically speaking from experience or anything.
It quickly becomes obvious that Robin is lying here, as this server was so obscure for so long that minimal information of its existence was available. Up to this point, I was going off of one tweet and one troll wiki article. The only way Robin would know any of these things is if he was there the whole time.
It all began long ago, some years before the coronavirus. This man, of which I will call the mayor, he was very popular, he was very common throughout all of Google+. Then he stumbled upon a Google Plus community about cannibalism. The Google Plus community is tiny, having mere tens of people at most. people themselves were friendly, charming. However, the mayor, being a man of honour, saw the cannibalism and immediately attacked, same as he attacked many other communities through Google+. He attacked, but after some time, he felt a little bit of pity because these people were not as bad as they seemed. Actually, they were not bad at all. They just appeared to be friendly, charming people that just hate people that mock roleplay or cannibalism. Also, they were not into cannibalism like a fetish.
Not true. Archive of Robin's Google Plus leads you to several archived groups, including the cannibal group he was likely talking about, named Bellamere Kingdom RP. Judging by the posts and pictures there, it is clearly a fetish group.
The guy that runs it was a man I'm only going to call Bill.
Robin is referring to the group's leader, Tinker Hat Will. He is exactly who you think he is, judging by this picture. As my friend said, he must really enjoy hot dogs, roasted or boiled. He also has a YouTube channel, but it's one of a large pile of many failed Minecraft channels started and abandoned during the pandemic. As the channel was created nearly a year before the first public video, it is likely that Robin's comments on this channel may be permanently lost on a private or deleted video.
And here is where the details get a little bit fuzzy, such as the reason as to why Bill helped the mayor get some account for Discord, even though that was completely unrelated. Though apparently Bill also has a roleplay server of cannibalism that was on Discord too, just like in the Google Plus community, though arguably his being arguably bigger. The mayor then joined the Discord to make a town for this man, the mayor, along with an aide, Bill, are to make a cannibalism roleplay town for Discord. This one being more of Robin of the mayor's design. Its name was to be Hitokua Jinshu Town, and apparently that was Japanese for cannibal or cannibalism. And some people joined a little bit early on. The Cannibal Avengers. First, it started out as the mayor, Bill, and certain other people, such as 3-Bit, as I will refer to him. It has a purpose. For people that like cannibalism, but are not into it as a fetish, nor actually into eating it in the real world, there's people that like the concept of it, can come together and roleplay in fictional scenarios, of which that can or cannot be out of a fetish, but not automatically. The access invitations are a good, hearty welcoming. People were invited, either in the comments section of YouTube videos or other places of Discord, like in other servers. Or even in the Google+. People are invited over to the Discord. People that might like cannibalism for one sort of reason or another. And at one point, yes, the mayor has invited people that have a cannibalism fetish. However, that was just so it can fill out more of the town, this Hitokua Jinshu town. Just so it can feel a bit like it is more full of people and not just empty, like a sort of ghost town. The mayor spent hours per day having designed the infrastructure or the layout of the town, even picking a place in the real world in which it could be situated, albeit if you have a tiny bit of the suspension of disbelief. The internals of the town are nearly finished, or were nearly finished, as of the overall shape of the town. The people in Hitokua Jinshu town were friendly folk. They were not like stereotypes of what people might sort of think of if you sum up or try to bring up any people into cannibalism.
Robin is so deep into his cannibal fantasy that he is fully detailing parts of a cannibal town contained within a Discord server. Robin was in his mid-20s while doing all of this. I just felt that was important to say.
Then things changed. Yeah, I hate to use terms like trolls, because the term is overused, primarily by people such as Getaway SMR, that scumbag, or the left-wing people. These people are trolls. They cannot be anything but actual trolls by definition. Thing is, people think of cannibalism as being a scary thing or this immediately disgusting thing, so they were disgusted. Hence they created a raid. They posted a lot of pictures in droves, of which the mayor is forced to manually delete. And he cannot use any of the computers of Discord because they were too confusing. And even Bill, he was too busy using other things, or too busy asleep.
Excuse me, did you just say abusing other things? What else was Tinker Hat Will abusing? It looks like we have yet another person of interest here. I'll look into this more, but it's likely there isn't much left apart from what Robin says. Let's continue on.
The mayor is asked of what people it is the mayor is not allowing in this cannibalism town. Because the mayor has mentioned many times that certain characters, fictitious or otherwise, are to not be used in the town because of such characters being people he has a crush on, love for. And so he is not wanting such people anywhere near his town, because it is cannibalism themed. Unfortunately, after being asked for specific names of such people, and being forced to clarify, the mayor has not given just clues but actual names of people he has a crush on. Then the channels are filled with millions upon millions of pictures of those people, those celebrities or characters, people he has a crush on. You try to remove just about every single picture, literally all of the pictures, as fast as possible, and even though it was using up all of his time in bed. More of a nightmare to the mayor than cannibalism is a nightmare to people in general. A thing people such as the Scout Trooper are hating this little server thing for is the fact apparently minors were on it.
This was verified by Carl Smallwood, who pulled a search and rescue mission to pull a kid out of there. Good on him. Others have pointed this out as well. Also, Robin, if you call me a pedo again, I'm gonna buy some fly swattering.
Oh, that is minors as in toddlers, like tweens or teens. That's not minors as in actual minors. I'm not American, I'm British. You say minor, I think people in coal mines. Because I'm not American, I am an adult. They were on the server, apparently, and they never actually stated their names. Well, their ages, I mean. And it is not like it is a cannibalism fetish roleplay server. It's not specifically about fetish.
If it's not a fetish, then explain this.
However, two of those are just mere Discord servers that I will try to grow, and there's one that's
not for everyone.
Mainly two Discord servers. Out of those, just one is normal, because the other's more. That's too much information.
If it's not a fetish, why be so ashamed of it?
So there were accusations. That was just a place for creepy pedophiles to meet children that have a fetish or wanting to be consumed. I can see how that can come off as a little bit evil.
It is evil. While it is unknown whether any active grooming occurred on this server, exposing minors to depraved content still has a psychological impact on them that society doesn't even have a grasp on yet. Let me be clear. I am not directly accusing Robin or the server's other admins of being predators based off what we know about this server. After all, there's much clearer examples to prove Robin's pedophilia. What I am saying is that exposing minors to extreme porn and fetishes in an attempt to turn them into freaks just like themselves is a common grooming tactic.
There was a video that was responding to the mayor's YouTube video.
Robin tells this story very, very badly, so I'll spare you. In April 2020, Robin makes one of his usual videos on Fiend, except unlike usual, the creator responded. Carl Smallwood reacted to his video on his second channel, his community came running, and all hell broke loose. People found the cannibal Discord, told Carl, and he ran a rescue mission to pull a kid out. Robin addresses this as indirectly as he possibly can.
Obviously, it is because a member of the server was being scared of the server because of the controversy caused or stirred up by Fiend. Mayor is targeting, or was targeting, the Kyle from the Fiend. There was no excuse for the Kyle guy to bring up the mayor's cannibalism server. There was no reason.
Raids continued on the server, presumably beside many, many ignored reports to Discord, and the story continues from there.
And then there were two people that sort of pretended to be allies of the server. They removed a lot of the spam. The mayor then promoted them to a higher rank or position. Unfortunately, they tricked the mayor into having handed over the ownership of the server to them. Then that's when it immediately idiotically failed. The server immediately failed. It was in the hands of the retards.
Okay, first of all, this guy's a fucking idiot. How do you fall victim to a Discord coup d'etat? It's not like they can pull tanks up to your front door and ask you to surrender. You just gave them admin. What the fuck? I hate to break the documentary type thing I'm doing here. This is so fucking stupid. Robin then talks about me for a while. Most of it's irrelevant, so I'll skip it. Though I will say Robin has been talking about me more and more as if I'm one of his ASMR girls, even referring to me as punished, crafting elaborate fantasies about my death, and saying that he could kill me in a fistfight, amongst other things. It's only a matter of time before he draws my legs being cut into a 6-piece meal or something. He then proceeds to spend an entire video and most of a fifth one theorizing about a cannibal-run world and fantasizing about the brutal death of a 16-year-old.
Violently, brutally, awesomely, epically. Other Lee sounds.
Robin has helped uncover his own past in a way no one else could. He has not only become a first-party source regarding Hitokujitsu Town, but has implicated others involved as well. He extensively documented the way the server was created, operated, and thankfully destroyed in a way never before seen. I wouldn't go as far as to thank Robin for doing my job for me, but it has helped preserve a piece of Robin's history that was thought to be lost forever. However, we're still operating on Robin's diluted testimony, scattered memories, and my tendency to rapidly jump to conclusions. Not much else. We only have one surviving piece of eyewitness testimony, that of Carl Smallwood. We know very little about the server's co-creator, Tinker Hat Will. I couldn't find anything about someone named 3-Piece that Robin mentions in the part of the video I cut out. Not a single screenshot of the server itself has surfaced. The hunt for information still continues. I'd like to push for another Hail Mary here. If anything within this video rings a bell for you, or if you have any further information or screenshots regarding the server, share it publicly via the comments below, or privately via the email linked in this channel's description. Still quite the stretch, but hey, Robin opened the floodgates. Thank you for watching. Next time, hopefully something more fun.
That's another thing, I have to make a video talking about just what exactly Scout Trooper is. I mean, he's not exactly liberal or conservative, or Democrat or Lib Dem.
I'm very glad you asked, Robert. You see, my political affiliation is actually...